Hello, welcome. It's Sports This Morning. We're reaching you live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining in. My name is Austin Okonakwan. It's also a delight to know that our viewers in Benin and Abuja and to you, wherever you are in the world watching us, are going to be part of this live programming. Welcome on board. Now let's talk sports. What's going on? Nigeria's cricket team, they're in South Africa, getting ready for the T20 Africa Division 2 Championship in South Africa. They are focused, and coach of the team, Ogbimi, says they have their eyes fixed on the prize. That prize is gaining promotion into Division 1 of the T20 Championship. Yesterday, Nigeria took on Soweto Cricket Club, and the boys were dominant, winning that one by 26 runs. They're excited that they're doing well with their batting and bowling, and then they believe that when the competition kicks off on the 20th, that Nigeria will show some quality. Today, the team will also get busy when they take on Lineasia International in another warm-up game as they get ready for that tournament. Cricket giving us reasons to talk sports. Now, let's go to our football. What's going on? NFF Drama Series 15. The Super Falcons, they're getting ready for the 9th edition of the African Women's Championship that will take place in Namibia. And in all of this crisis, you'll be asking, what is the leadership in place to guide these ladies? And you know, women always bring some success and some joy to Nigerian football. We were getting media reports that the team were going to be evicted from their hotel room this morning, but after speaking to the media coordinator, Ereta Kaigwe, she says everything is fine, that the NFF is actually giving the girls good welfare. And that's what we want, give them all the support so that they can actually bring glory to Nigerian football in the UEFA Champions League. We saw goals as FC Porto and Roma put up a good display, demolishing their opponents in the UEFA Champions League. And then for Manchester City, they were almost there, but it was a former player, Jerome Boateng, that put a nail on their coffin. Manchester City losing down by a single goal to Bayern Munich in the late stages of the game. Also, Africa did great. Remember, Ahmed Musa got a goal, even though CSKA Moscow lost heavily to AS Roma. So that's it. Football also giving us reasons to talk sports this morning. That's the man on your screen right there doing all he can to announce his presence back into the boxing scene. George Grove says it's not over for him. He believes that his next fight against Christopher Rebras gives him another opportunity to prove that he's back in the ring. Remember, after being knocked out by Carl Froch in that fight at the Wembley Arena. So George Grove's getting ready for that fight. It's on Saturday at the Wembley Arena, and he believes this fight with Christopher Rebras will actually bring him back into boxing. Sports This Morning on Channels Television. We're still following all that is happening with Team Nigeria at the Africa T20 Championship. They're getting ready. Yesterday, they played a warm-up game against Soweto Cricket Club. And then after the game, the players are speaking. They say they like the improvement that they're achieving. We'll talk about it when we return. Stay with us.
Play together as a team. I saw themselves training together. I can see that team camaraderie, which is good as a team actually. It means a lot actually to play against other African clubs. And especially for us, like in the country, our black African players haven't been that much for the national side, but playing against the all black club, which is means a lot to us as well, which is very good.
The instruction is very clear as a batting unit to go out there and set the big target so that we the bowlers can have something to bowl at.
It's a lovely game, very interesting. We started not too good, but our batsmen were able to pull it through to 170. And when they came into bats, they started a bit good too. But I think the key thing for us today, we were able to consume the pressure, and we actually had a lot of plans. And if one didn't work, we look at the other options and we keep looking and all that. There's one of the number 3 batsmen that actually wanted to take the game off us, but we maintain our nerves. We keep bowling in the tidy areas, and at the end of the day, we're able to get him out. So it's a lovely game. It's our 3rd win. Has been interesting. I think the guys are really up for the tournament.
So that's it. That was Nigerian cricketer Emmanuel Okudili speaking after that game against Soweto Cricket Club. He says the batsmen are doing a great job. Also, you listened to Saeed Akolade, speaking as a bowler, that if the batsmen do their job, the bowlers will actually bowl properly. So that's it, cricket, setting the agenda for sports this morning on Channels Television. And we'll also be talking about the Super Falcons and their preparations for the 9th edition of the African Women's Championship in Namibia. I'm sure somebody wants to be part of the show. Yes, you can. On Twitter, we're channels_sports. And on Facebook, we're channels-sports. Action-packed world of sports. There's so much to talk about. And with you on the program, we're going to have some fun. So that's it. Feedback mechanisms on your screen. Questions, comments, or suggestions. You can also send us an email. Yes. Our email address is sportsthismorning@channelstv.com. Now let's talk sports. I'm being told that we'll join live on the program all the way from Abuja, preparing the team for the African Women's Championship. Coach Edwin Okon is the team coach of the Super Falcons, and he joins us now live on the program. Coach, good morning and welcome to Sports This Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, Coach. I will just try to keep tabs on what the team is doing as regards preparations for the 9th edition of the African Women's Championship in Namibia. How are we getting ready?
I think by special grace of the Father, we are gradually stepping up our training in preparation for the championship. Even though the camp started or opened that late, I think we are this is our third day in camp. We camp open on Sunday, and today is Thursday. This is the fourth day, the fourth day in camp. So we are coming up gradually.
Talk to me about some of the major players you have in camp and those that you're still expecting.
I think at this level, the players that are supposed to report in camp are all here in the camp. Mostly the home base players, they are all here. And even one of the professionals that were invited from the U.S., Hospital Ali, is here. They are still expecting other professionals to join the team, so as a big up the team. And we'll be pleading with the professionals to as well try and see how they can come up to meet up with the team, because we don't want a professional to come into the team 3 days to the tournament. We want the professional to come in, train with the team, play with the team so that the understanding will be there. That's plus minus, the professional should be with the team 10 days for a tournament.
Coach, tell me, what is the team doing this morning?
Yeah, we are on the tactical play this day, and I think after our match yesterday against Tier 1 Academy here in Abuja, the Super Group project, though Falcon lost the match 2-1, it was a very sweet and expensive match for us. No matter the size of the Tier 1 Academy, but they are men, but at that level, I think what we are looking at is their fitness level and what they can do with the world. We are not after the goals, but we thank God that the performance of the year yesterday. So after the match, I think what we are doing is a correction. We are going to on the drawing board now in the pitch, trying to correct those things that the lapses that we see in the last matches.
Coach, talk to me about some of the challenges the team is experiencing at the moment, particularly with all of these leadership crises going on in the Nigeria Football Federation.
I think at this level, we'll try as much as we can to let the players know that they are here purely on their career. They are not here as politicians, and the coaches are not here as politicians. We are here. We have to make sure that we take the guys at even the officials, they are off the crisis. We don't want to allow the crisis to affect the girls in their play, in their preparation. And at this level, I don't think there's any crisis that is affecting the children. There is no crisis. We don't even think of the crisis at all. We think of how to improve. We think of how to raise the formidable team for the country, for the tournament.
Coach, finally, tell me, when you look at this team that you're putting together, can they go to Namibia and do wonders?
There is nothing God the Father cannot do. That is the simple truth. And I believe that we lost the tournament last time. I think our last division was fourth. We're not looking at that level again. We are thinking of coming back to where Nigeria belongs and how it's supposed to be, I think, and where we belong as long as we know in Africa we are number one. And we're thinking of that at that level, that we must come back to that that sport, that number one sport. And that level, I think the gold medal is a priority in this tournament.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach Edwin Okon. We'll always keep base with you to find out how the team is getting ready for the championship. Thank you for speaking to us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, that's it. Coach Edwin Okon is the coach of the Super Falcons. They're getting ready for the African Women's Championship. It will take place in Namibia, and they're getting ready right there in Abuja. Atayo Salam joins us now. Atayo, good to have you on the program.
Yeah, morning, Austin.
And then the coach says something interesting.
Yeah.
And all of this crisis going on, we keep saying it. Look away from it and face your career.
Yeah, I think he has spoken well. And according to what he said, there are no problems. The camp is going on well, no issues with them at all. So that's a good one because of the stories we've been hearing about the hotels and stuff. So that's been clarified now by the coach of the Super Falcons. So that's a good one. But then I like to go to the message. The message was very clear that he sent to the foreign pros. They've got to come to camp early. He's not going to allow a foreign player just stroll into camp and get a share. So I understand why he's saying that. The reason he's saying that is because to achieve the necessary tactical cohesion, and all the players have to be on board. They have to be on the same page, and that's why it's necessary for them to arrive camp early. So that's a good one, and hopefully the preparations continue as planned, and there are no serious injuries, because that's one thing that is very likely to happen. You can't rule out that when teams are getting ready for a major competition. So hopefully no injury worries in camp. The girls practice and train very hard, so they will be ready for Namibia.
Okay. The girls are getting ready for Namibia, and all they want from you, of course, is your support, so that when they get there, they can actually prove their superiority as champions of Africa.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Well, obviously, Nigeria has got to support them, the girls as well, so we do our own part, but they have to do their own part on the field of play. I noticed you chuckled a little bit when he said God the Father. When he referred to God to the Father. But then the question you asked him was, can the girls go to Namibia and do wonders?
Yeah.
So when you talk about wonders, then you have
leaving it to go.
leaving it to go. You didn't ask the proper question.
Okay, not wonders, do exploits, or maybe win the championship.
Exactly.
But then when I said wonders, I said, okay, let's leave that for good. Okay, I get what you mean. So that's it. The Super Falcons getting ready, and all we can do right here at Channels Television is give them the support, and we invite you to join that campaign. Support the Super Falcons so they can actually, put smiles on our faces. Again, remember, it's the women, and they know how to do that very well. Okay.